So, good morning, good morning. You know, the real reality of living in America is that you have to understand that you have to know who you are. And you only know who you are by pushing through those challenges, those trials and tribulations that come before you. And they come before you every day, a new trial. And people don't understand faith in the universe. Because pretty much the universe takes care of things, but when there are just anomalies happening, things that should not be happening, and when you live under a totalitarian system, or just on a system that is so oppressive that does not let the people have a voice, and when they have broken programs, and then they would put people in jail because they don't have a set of skills to manage their children, or they remove their children from them simply because they lack the skills, and then there not be real programs and services available to the human population in any one area. This is America. It's a broken picture of a disgusting system that we live under, as we have to walk by people who are homeless, and they're homeless, and they have mental conditions, and there is no services for them because they do not know the path. When they force people to, participate in a system in which they don't have enough support to benefit from, and then it becomes a very punitive system. Everything about the system is punitive. And that is our public school system. We live under a mandatory, compulsory system that requires all people to participate in the process, and it also requires all people to pay for the process. And these MFs act like you don't have a right to have a voice. And I know what I just said. Because the reality is that our system is broken, and for black people, they don't have a right to speak out on it. And every time I try to go live on Facebook, living in Henderson, I am told that my account has been locked for suspicious activity. And then I get another thing that says your account has been locked and you cannot stream right now for fear of mischief. Well, guess who's fucking mischief? It's the American system, and a system where you live under, where you don't have a voice, and a system where these black people work, and they don't have a voice in the services that are allocated, and they don't have real services that they can recommend, because all these white people are appointed to these goddamn committees, and they sit their asses up there. They don't know shit about you, but they can make rules and policies that fuck you over. In America, it is just us. And it always has been just us. You hear the song, "It's Time for Change," Bolton John. I mean, the words and the names of the people who were denied the right to live. And in America, where we were forced to say the Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of these United States. Come on now. Unto the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? Not just us. As African Americans, we don't have any fucking rights. Because I know I have filed several complaints about this public school system here, and I have been blessed to understand how public schools work. These people run around and act like they're doing you a effing favor. And there is no favor when they're identifying your children to have all these behavioral issues. And when the services that they have created for black children is the harbor. And the harbor doesn't identify the children that are graduating from college or who have participated in this shit for so long, because I can't see the data. And anytime I can't see the data, I know how to find data. I know how to find files. And when I start finding that shit, it's critical that we all understand that we have not been thought of in America. And in America, where Nevada has the largest entertainment capital, and as the largest entertainment capital in the world, in the United States, is Las Vegas, where black people don't have any rights, where they will put black people on down there on Regency. Yes, you will take your ass down there and perform for these MFs, because you're gonna pay some taxes. But if you live here, or you're buying property here, well, you just don't have to pay taxes. If you have a business and you've come here, well, guess what? Yes, you're going to get all these wonderful benefits because the state is going to pick up your health care insurance, and the state is going to pick up all of those things that you would normally have to come in to build a complex like that. So the state is picking up lots of, you know, what would charge the builders, and then the builders are just walking away with the bank, I guess. As I don't know. Some of it I pay attention to, some of it I don't. But I have paid attention to the conversations in which large corporations came here and do not have to pay the health care. These people are working at a minimum wage, and then they just get health care, and they just get the minimum. The minimum. Because in America, it's a capitalist society, and these people are entitled to do whatever they want to you. As a human being, you don't have rights. As a citizen, as an African American citizen living in Nevada, I don't believe you have rights. Not as an individual. Hell, you have to be elected to office to say something. I don't think so. In America, the American dream is just me. Just me living here with the right to see and evaluate the process that I have seen from the outside. And I said, seen from the outside. I don't necessarily know what they're doing as they rush to open up 2 brand new schools and 1 fully renovated school. I hope that brand new schools have certain clean air qualities that are not going to spread the virus. But hell, we're living during a pandemic and we're being forced to figure out how to work together. And the real deal is when someone doesn't respect who you are as an individual, I don't know what the hell we're talking about. As an individual citizen, I am an American citizen. As a citizen, I have a right to critique the public services in which I voted in the election and nominated people, and even if they didn't carry my specific view, the responsibility for them is to ensure access for all, and I do not see access for all. Not when the harbor exists, not when the haven exists, and not when the Department of Health and Human Services do not have real services that would transition you to a more sustainable lifestyle. Because as an American citizen, you are just nothing more than that. A citizen. And understand immigrants come here every day and they benefit more than you as a black born-again citizen. And what is the value of Juneteenth if you don't have the right to speak out on your personal concerns from the system that you're living under? In America, it is just us. The word is e pluribus unum. E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum. Out of many there's one, but out of one there'll be none. Who will you be in 2021? I'm going to upload this to my Facebook through YouTube because I have the right to upload to YouTube with no issues. It's just local shit issues that you deal with in Henderson, Las Vegas, Nevada.